TOMz.
Sanibonani, dumelang absheni molweni kuni nonke emakhaya. Namkelekele ku Teenagers on a Mission right now on SABC 1.
Yes, Bafethu, Ubuntu and I are definitely in the building, and we are about to take you guys into another crazy, inspiring journey into the world of life, science, and technology.
Yeah, boy, yes, let's get straight into it, Bafethu. Sazi ukuthi abantu abaninzi that have missing limbs for multiple reasons.
Yeah.
Kodwa ke ithemba labo is restored through prosthetic limbs.
Yes, and example simphethe leyo Bafethu Oscar siyazi ukuthi his SA's fastest runner and usebenzisa prosthetic legs.
Yeah, boy, yes. And abantu bafana ke no Oscar actually use these prosthetic legs to go about their day-to-day lives.
Yeah.
Makes them feel whole again, you know?
Yes, Bafethu, and then we're all about inspiring you guys and meeting up with people who actually deal with these things. We're going to be meeting up with an expert who deals with prosthetics. And without wasting any time, where's Sister Lana? Let's get it started.
Rokopanen author test arbotsa hore prosthetics hantle di sebetsa jwang le lebitso la ke Harper Khan. Re bona na hore di prosthetics hantle ba di manufacturers ang le di materials tse ba di sebedisang hore ba tlo kgona ho etsa mosebetsi wa bona. Re bona na a demonstration ya prosthetic rehabilitation hantle e jwang le hore ba lekantsha jwang di prosthetics mo bathong. Re bona na hore ke eng sephiri ka mo mra mosebetsi o ba o etsang. Re bona hore hantle di prosthetics hantle tsona di tswa kae. Re batla ho bona prosthetic technology e ya kae mo bokamosong ba rona. Re bona hore wena o tseba ha kakang ha re bapala the TOMz quiz.
So we come to the part of the show where we ask you questions on social media. Bese sifunda ama response wenu bafethu. Samile sanibuza ukuthi kahle kahle nicabanga ukuthi ama prosthetics ayenziwe ngani. We've got Honor Labelle on Facebook Atiana. I think they are made out of hard plastic. And then we've got another one coming in from Tabo_Chaka. Atiana, I think they are made out of wood and steel. Well, I don't know about the wood part, but hey, we'll never know, man. Otherwise, prefer to keep those comments coming in on Facebook, see TOMz, on Twitter, see TOMz_SABC_1. Right about now, let's keep on.
Alright, so we've heard what you guys had to say on social media. Right now, Silanage at DC Maribade Junior Secondary School. Right now, Mino Siswamlana Omuhle Siswamabani Kamalako. Okay, cool, nice one. Siswamin and Kalugazne. Mengiti prosthetic, what comes to mind?
What?
Prosthetic.
I think artificial. It referred to something that is not yours. Maybe it was to replace something that you have lost.
Now, we're sitting prosthetic so if you were to lose an arm, so that is a prosthetic arm or a hand, right?
Okay.
So if you were to lose one of your breasts,
it's about tough for now out there because of and then peer pressure from other women who discriminate one bit so get feel small, very small.
So do you actually think it's possible for me if I were to lose my arm or my hand to actually regain those body parts back?
Like it's like a liver, maybe donor, but really fake. So
you would be able to regain them, but then you guys like they would not work like your normal arm.
Yes, I'm going to think about if I didn't have my beautiful limbs. But for people who actually don't have, thanks to technology, they're able to be restored again.
A prosthetic an artificial substitute care replacement mo plekeng 8 mo mmeleng wa hae e tshwanang le lino liho le sapele mo sefahlehong a palate le theka le ngwele kapa le re a joint e leng hore e mo letsohong kapa luto lang motho. Prosthesis yona ba yentse for functional kapa cosmetic reasons or even birth. Prosthesis ke pele ke e leng hore it is removable mo mmeleng wa hao e tshwana le luto kapa letsoho kapa letswele ha le hore you have had a mastectomy. With advances in biomedical science, a experimental prosthesis mo leng hore ba tlo kopantsha pleke e itseng le di tissues tse leng ka mara nervous system ya hao. This highly advanced device can tell you the nervous system ya hao tlo kgona ho sebetsa pleke eo mo mmeleng wa hao. The earliest example of prosthesis ba le ba ifumana luto letsoho kapa a fake eye ya motho e leng hore ba ifumane ka 950 to 710 BC that belongs to a noble woman. Prosthesis yona e khutela mora to 1500 BC. Ke ba leng hore ba le ba etsa luto le letsoho la motho that was made from wood, empa it was not functional. ke ntho e leng ya kgona ho thusa to contribute to the development of prosthetic limbs. Ka the 16th century, ho na le doctor o ba mitsang hore ke Ambrose Pare o leng a etsa prosthetic hand le leoto le itseng ka lebaka la hore ho ile wa ba le dibo ka nako tseo. Ka the 1800s, Sir James Smith kena o leng a etsa di-prosthetics e leng hore o kgona ho kopantsha he le mmele wa hao mo leng a etsa lengwele le leoto le hore they are fully functional.
Current technological advances by theatre of prosthetics have actually allowed prosthetic limbs to be controlled by the brain, making it harder for you to see whether it's real or not.
Yazi inyani leyo khethu because kwezi ntsuku okwazi notela it difference between a prosthetic and a real one.
Yes, most definitely, and this has been to see the prosthetic world has opened up possibilities for people who have lost body parts. With that being said, we still have more coming up. Right now, we're going to take a shot at break. Sabuya, don't go anywhere. What's up, Mzansi? Welcome back. You guys still tuning to Teenagers on a Mission. Konalagu SABC 1, Mzansi for sure.
Yebo, yes, and we are knee deep which is all about prosthetic limbs.
Yes.
And it's a true story, ne? That abantu who have lost limbs can often feel insecure in society because they don't have a sense of wholeness.
Yes, most definitely. It sounds like abantu like doing things themselves, and with the loss of limbs, it kind of hinders this. And with the technology, prosthetics, now people can be able to actually do physical activities.
I want to see more of this. So let us meet the experts. Carrie, take it away.
Let's go. What's going on? It's your boy C-A-D-D-Y, pronounced Caddy, yet again on another mission running the streets of Johannesburg. By fit, and I'm excited to touch down in Melville. We're all about restored bodies, and we've got a teenager who's going to be joining us on today's mission. Let's welcome our teenager. Yo.
Yo, what's up, Caddy?
What's going on, man?
Yeah.
Oh, Grant.
Right, first.
Oh, wait, boy. So, where you from?
Yeah. Kamalam Gungobile, Q. I'm from the East End.
Yeah.
And I came here today to chill out with you guys.
Okay, cool. So today's mission, Donna, we're going to be learning more about restored bodies, ne?
Yeah.
For sure, again, good to keep on, ne?
Yeah.
Mara, it's going to be a crazy
I'm actually
mission.
interested to know.
Are you ready for this mission?
Yeah.
Let's get it, boy.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. Good morning. Good, how are you? Caddy.
Morning. Q.
My name's Christopher Harper. I'm a medical orthotist and prosthetist, and you're at my prosthetic practice in Melville.
Yes.
I practice here with my colleague Elion Kuhn, and we make artificial arms and legs. So this is the workshop where the manufacturing happens, where we make the artificial limbs.
Okay.
In this office here, we've got where we do a lot of the assembly work of the prosthetic limbs. Okay, so here we've got some components that we use to manufacture a leg.
Okay.
So the actual fitting that fits onto the body is the socket. This is just an old one that we used. So this is custom molded to fit onto the patient's body.
Okay.
So onto this we need to attach an artificial knee joint and a pipe and a foot to get them training.
Okay.
So here we have a foot. This is a carbon fiber foot, so it's quite an active foot, a bit like the running blades, but it's that technology built into a walking foot.
Yeah.
And then a foot cover, a foot shell will go over that. And then here we've got also quite a fancy product. This is a bionic hand.
Okay.
Looks like real arm.
Yeah, it's like a robot.
So this is quite a fancy one. It's got different grip patterns, and the patient even has an app on their cell phone, so they're able to change some of the features on their phone if they want different functions, if they're doing different activities.
Okay, can I hold it? I just want to find out.
There's two little buttons you can press to open and close the hand.
Because I wanted to feel the weight. Yeah. Isn't it heavy for somebody who has it on them?
Initially it does feel heavy because it's a bit of a dead weight rather than a part of the body, but it's actually lighter than the patient's hand that they've lost, and they do get used to it quite easily. But the computerized hands like this, there's a little motor in each finger, there's batteries, and there's a microprocessor, so these things do weigh a little bit of weight, but the patients do quite easily manage to, throughout the rehab process, learn to tolerate that weight.
Yes. And how long does it take for a person to get used to it?
It can take up to 6 months, but the rehab process is probably 4 to 5 weeks.
Yes.
But they continue to learn once they carry on wearing the prosthesis.
Okay.
Wow.
And Amputation ka hele hore ba tlosa pleke e itseng mo mmeleng wa motho ka lebaka la trauma, prolonged constriction kapa surgery. Ho na le a surgical measure e ba e sebedisang he ka lebaka la bohloko bo motho a butlang kapa bolwetse bo itseng that has affected that limb. Amputation mo mmeleng wa motho e etsahala ka lebaka la severe trauma, ha le hore motho o lemetse haholo ka lebaka la kotsi, poor blood flow, di-infections tse motho o a nang le tsona, di-tumors, ha le hore motho o tjhele haholo mo plekeng eo, le di-wounds e leng hore ha di kgone ho fola ka lebaka la hore limb eo ha e kgone ho sebetsa. Motho o leng hore o lahlehetse ke di-limbs tse itseng here has slow performing physical activities. The prosthetic limbs di thusa motho hore a tlo kgona ho ba le di-abilities for the-limbs tseo.
What kind of material is this? Because I wouldn't say this is fiberglass.
It's there's a aircraft aluminium alloy. There's titanium. There's a plastic, but it's a carbon plastic. This black stuff.
Why titanium?
This one's white. This actually got a finger touch.
Okay.
So that you can use
like
a touch screen.
Wow.
To use a
Really?
touch screen. Yeah. Let me see if I can activate the software on my phone. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and connect with Bluetooth.
Okay.
I'm going to connect the app on my phone to the hand. So I've got different grip patterns.
Yeah.
So the patient can select some that he wants. So he can have maybe about 4 to 6 that's readily available to him. But the hand can do actually way more than that. And then the patient can select.
Wow.
So this is now if you open and close, it will be a pinch grip.
Yeah,
So if you go there and open, and the other one, So that's a pinch grip. So we could do a different grip pattern. So this is a grip pattern where 3 fingers will be grasping something. So if you open and close now, so that's a different grip pattern. And then there's a trigger finger, and you can also use it for like spraying a spray bottle. Or we've also got one for a mouse where you can click the mouse. So if you open and close now, and then close and open, so that's a trigger finger
motion.
Ho na le di-prosthetics tse ngata tse leng hore ba di sebedisa hore ba di kopantshe le mmele wa hao for functional needs. Batho ba nang le di-prosthesis ba designetse ntho e leng hore tlo kgona ho thusa with appearance rather than functional needs. Ho na le di-prosthetics tse ngata he tse sa tshwaneng tse ba di etseditseng di-different goals ha ne ba nahana. For example, cosmetic prosthetic part hena ba bitsa hore ke cosmesis o leng hore he ba thusa motho hore a be motle rather than controllability. The prosthetic limb ke ntho e leng hore e na le a socket e lekanetseng pleke e itseng mo mmeleng wa hao. Tse ding ha di na le a mechanism e kgonang ho thusa hore we control ka ho sebedisa nervous system ya hao. The prosthetic limbs he tse kgonang ho thusa ka ho sebedisa monahano wa hao le di-neurological signals ke tse kgonang ho thusa ka hore o control di-limbs tsa hao, and ntho yona re bitsa hore ke di-bionic limbs.
So you guys make these hands here?
No. So this is this particular hand made in Scotland, but all of them are imported. In fact, everything here is imported.
Okay.
Nothing is made locally.
Okay. So now I want to see what you guys make here.
Let's go.
So this is the part of the workshop where we do the fabrication and the laminations. We make the sockets.
Okay.
So the socket's basically the part of the leg that fits onto the residual limb or the stump. So this is someone that's lost their leg below the knee. So their knee would sit here and then the stump would fit down here.
Yes.
So to be able to make this, we first need a positive mold.
Okay.
So this is the mold for this. So we take this mold with plaster of Paris over the patient stump, and then we modify it where we want pressure areas, and then we need to get a piece of plastic to take the shape of this.
Okay.
So the plastic starts off as a flat sheet of plastic like this. It's quite hard.
Yeah.
It's a very strong material. But now we've got to get this to take the shape of this.
Yes.
So what we do is we've got a metal frame.
Okay.
So we sandwich the plastic into the frame, and then this goes into the oven.
Okay.
And the plastic gets soft.
Okay.
And then we'll bring that blister and we'll flick it over, and we stretch it. We'll stretch it all the way down.
Yes.
And then we have it sealed over here. And then the plastic gets molded onto the cast. And then we have that on there, and then we trim it.
Yes.
and we remove it.
Yes.
And then we need to put an attachment. This is just a temporary fitting.
Yes,
we have
yes,
attachment at the bottom so we can attach the pipe in the foot. And then because it's see-through, we can see where the pressure areas are. We can see if it's going to be putting too much pressure on the patient's stump. And then we can heat this up with a heat gun and modify it before we go and make the next stage. So the final one is made out of carbon fiber.
Okay.
So carbon fiber is a material. They use this for racing cars, helicopters. So what happens is we'd put a bag over here, like a plastic bag.
Okay.
Then we put probably 2 or 3 layers of this material.
Okay.
Then we put another bag over, and then we pour resin in the top. And then we switch on the vacuum and we suck the resin between the 2 bags.
Yes.
And we create a very thin but strong socket that the patient can wear.
Yeah.
Hi Shem, yes, that bionic hand is actually quite cool.
Most definitely, Ndwana. You know what? I've learned to go robots think they can control us, ne? Mara, they cannot work without our brains.
Yeah, so very, very true. Please tell us what you guys think about that. And so buya ngoko ninga indawo.
TOMz. TOMz.
Molweni, namkelekile back to Teenagers on a Mission, up against SABC One, where live and TV. Mzansi for show. Wow.
Ndwana, you know it's so hard to imagine ukuthi khona abantu who actually use prosthetics to run.
True, ne? And the funny thing is, as prosthetics don't even give you an advantage called baleka. It's just your hard work and your skill.
Ndwana, yazini guys, let's go back to the ANG and learn more.
Okay, so this is the gym where we do a lot of our rehabilitation.
Yes.
Where we train our patients how to walk.
So Chris, please tell us what got you into this industry. Like what motivated you to start a place like this?
Well, it's not a very well-known profession. So when I left school, I had no clue what I wanted to do. So I took a working gap year, and in that period, I did some aptitude tests at the Wits University, and they recommended that I consider a career in the medical profession. And at the time, I couldn't even think what careers are there. Could I think of a doctor or a nurse or a dentist or maybe a vet? But when I did further research, I found there's actually a massive list of professions in the medical profession. And when I read about this profession, it really appealed to me.
Yes.
And so that set me on a course to investigate more about the profession and how do I get into it.
This is how we wrap it up, Afethu. Thank you so much for tuning in. We've learned so much about prosthetics. And Ndwana, tell me, what have you learned?
Sure. I really learned a lot. I learned how the prosthetic is made, the material, the technologies, and everything. It was fun and informative at the same time.
Most definitely. If not here, where else but there? Otherwise, this is what we call mission accomplished. Your boy C-A-D-D-Y pronounced Caddy, and we're out of here. High five.
Bye.
Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, the best part of the show has come. TOMz quiz nabangani bethu basisigela sibone ukuthi kahle were they paying attention? Asama sobona which team will reign supreme. Check this out.
Dumelang kaofela, you TOMzers. Let's go to the and that is why in today's episode, re chekela DC Marivate Junior Secondary School. Let's go to have some fun with you guys. Science and technology. Lights, camera, and action. Are you ready to experience the ultimate edutainment? A focus group as TOMz. That will empower the learners and keep them motivated. Dibuka tse di tlo ba thusa ka career guidance hobane ke nako e tshwantseng ba nahane ka bokamoso ba bona. Let's go to the and we did exactly that called the dance off challenge. The presenters started against each other, and then we gave the learners a chance to see who could outdance them.
Team A, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Team B, are you guys ready?
Yeah. We tested their knowledge with the TOMz because we saw Team A winning the first round.
All right, congratulations.
We then moved on to the second round. A grade 9 learner, knocking everyone out and moving to the next round. The TOMz Speed Round Master.
Unfortunately, you've been knocked out, son. Thank you for playing. All right, congratulations, Budwami, for making it through to the third and final stage of the TOMz Quiz Challenge. Lena Sipizange, Speed Round Master. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
All right, cool, Budwami. The pattern elana ngifuna ngisusele yona ngibekele kwenye indawo ehlukile ne angifuni enkulu on top of a small one. You're only allowed to use one hand. You have 2 minutes to do exactly that, and you guys can actually help me, right? Cool. U2 minutes wako uqala right now. Yeah, we'll see ya. See ya. Better take this one.
Hello, all you have to do is email tomz@sabc.co.za.
Watching a minute right now. Nazoge, Putam, Nazoge. Uishaye in 1 minute. I can't say I'm surprised because we'll see I never disappoint, right?
Yeah, sure.
So, bana funa umbingelele guy.
Ngizobingelela abazali bami nabangani bami. Obviously ngisupporta nama-6 production la esikoleni wama-rap.
Alright, okay, nice one. Thank you so much for playing along, Budwami, and thank you at home. Right now, Sikopa Kanjali Zibusela back to school. Goodbye.
Hi, ke bafethu kule nkqubo sesifunde kabanzi. 1, prosthetics inceda abantu who don't have limbs feel a sense of restoration and to help them perform their day-to-day tasks. Into endifuna uyazi ke is what the future has in store for prosthetics. Let's check it out.
Activities le responsibilities the predominant use of lifelike silicone prosthetic. The use of conventional prosthetic components to tolerate mahetla, elbows, matsoho, the hips, mangwele, ankles, maudu, liners, sleeves, socks, and sheets can developer boned anchored prosthetics. Self-adjusting skin cream, intelligent foundation, prosthetic cheek pads can
Njenganjalo ke bafethu, 30 minutes yethu seyiphelile. You guys had a blast hanging out with Caddy and myself and sifunde kabanzi ke guys about prosthetics. Yeah. You do know that the conversation does carry on just after this. You guys can visit our social media pages, and Facebook we're simply TOMz, and on Twitter we are TOMZ_SABC_1.
Yes, most definitely, and to keep tabs on the show bafethu, it's pretty simple. All you have to do is go onto our website, www.sabceducation.co.za/TOMz bafethu. Otherwise, I'm Fresh by Katie on Twitter.
Bete Buntu on Twitter.
Before we say our goodbyes, I want to go to my highlights the next episode. Hamba kanjani. See ya.
Next time on TOMz, International Civil Aviation Day. Ke 7 December. Awareness aviation safety le transport. Internationally festivals educate the public. TOMz every Thursday and Friday. Go half past 2. More SABC1. Fisher.